Hello, my friends. Welcome to Luna English Podcast. This is Luna. I'm so happy you're here today. Take a slow breath, relax your shoulders, and allow yourself to be fully present for the next few minutes. Today, I've been thinking about a simple sentence that can quietly change the direction of a life. That sentence is, I will win. It may sound bold at first, but it is not about being better than someone else. It is not about trophies, attention, or proving your worth. It is about choosing not to give up on yourself. Many people wait until they feel confident before they believe they can succeed. But confidence often comes after many small steps, not before them. Your mindset is like the voice that walks beside you every day. It can lift you up, or it can quietly hold you back. The good news is that this voice can change. You can teach it to become calmer, kinder, and stronger. Today, we will explore how your thoughts shape your actions, how gentle persistence creates real progress, and why believing in yourself is not pretending. It is a choice you can make again and again, even when life feels uncertain. What does winning really mean? It means becoming the person you truly want to be, even if nobody else notices at first. Many people connect winning with money, success, or praise from others. These things can feel exciting, but they do not always bring peace. Real victory often happens in quiet moments that no one else can see. It happens when you keep going after a difficult day. It happens when you forgive yourself instead of giving up. It happens when you choose patience over frustration. Every small decision shapes the person you are becoming. If you only measure yourself by comparing your life with someone else's, you may never feel satisfied. There will always be someone who seems faster or more successful. But your journey is different. Your progress belongs to you. The mindset of I will win reminds you that your greatest competition is not another person. It is the fear that tells you to stop trying. Each time you continue despite doubt, you are already winning in a meaningful way. That kind of success grows slowly, but it lasts much longer than quick praise from other people. Why does your inner voice matter? Because it becomes the conversation you hear more than any other voice in your life. Every day, you quietly speak to yourself through your thoughts. Sometimes those thoughts encourage you. Sometimes they fill you with doubt. If you often tell yourself that you are not good enough, your actions may begin to match those words. But if you gently remind yourself that you are learning and improving, your mind becomes a safer place to grow. This is not about pretending everything is perfect. It is about choosing words that help instead of hurt. Imagine speaking to yourself as kindly as you would speak to a close friend. You would probably offer patience, understanding, and hope. You deserve that same kindness from yourself. The mindset of I will win begins with changing the language inside your mind. Instead of saying, I always fail, you can say, I am still learning. Instead of saying, I can't do this, you can say, I can improve with time. These small changes may seem simple, but they slowly transform how you see yourself and what you believe is possible. Can failure become a teacher? Yes, it can if you choose to learn instead of giving up. Many people fear making mistakes because they believe failure defines who they are. But failure is not your identity. It is simply information. It shows you what did not work and invites you to try again with more understanding. Every skill you admire was built through many imperfect attempts. Nobody becomes confident without first feeling uncertain. Nobody grows without facing challenges. When you accept this truth, failure loses much of its power over you. Instead of asking, why did this happen to me? You can ask, what can this experience teach me? That simple question changes your direction. It moves your attention away from shame and toward growth. The mindset of I will win does not promise an easy journey. It promises that every experience has value when you remain open to learning. Progress is rarely fast, but it is always possible. Every mistake can become another step forward when you choose curiosity instead of self-judgment. That is how resilience quietly becomes part of your character. How can you build quiet confidence? You build it by keeping small promises to yourself every single day. Confidence is often misunderstood. Many people think it appears suddenly after one great success. In reality, confidence grows through repeated action. Every time you finish something you said you would do, your trust in yourself becomes a little stronger. These actions do not have to be dramatic. Reading a few pages, taking a short walk, practicing English for 15 minutes, or simply choosing a hopeful thought instead of a fearful one can all strengthen your mindset. Quiet confidence does not need applause. It does not depend on other people's opinions. It comes from knowing that you are becoming more reliable to yourself. There will still be difficult days, and that is completely normal. Confidence does not mean never feeling afraid. It means believing that you can continue even when fear is present. The mindset of "I will win" grows stronger each time you choose consistency over perfection. Slowly, almost without noticing, you begin to trust yourself more deeply, and that trust becomes one of the greatest strengths you can ever develop. Why is patience a powerful strength? Because real growth follows its own pace, and it cannot be rushed. Many people become discouraged because they expect immediate results. They work hard for a few days, look around, and believe nothing has changed. Then they begin to doubt themselves. But meaningful progress is often invisible in the beginning. Just like a seed grows quietly under the ground before anyone can see it, your mindset is changing long before the results become obvious. Every positive thought you repeat, every healthy habit you continue, and every moment you choose hope over fear is shaping your future. The mindset of "I will win" reminds you that slow progress is still progress. You do not need to reach the finish line today. You only need to take the next step with honesty and care. Patience does not mean waiting without action. It means continuing your effort while trusting the process. Each calm decision builds a stronger foundation for tomorrow. Over time, those small moments of consistency become the reason you succeed. The people who keep going quietly are often the ones who achieve the deepest and most lasting transformation. What happens when you stop comparing yourself? You begin to notice your own progress instead of chasing someone else's life. Comparison is one of the easiest ways to lose confidence because it makes you focus on what you think you lack. There will always be people who seem to learn faster, earn more, or reach their goals before you. But their journey is not your journey. They have different experiences, different opportunities, and different challenges. When you compare yourself too often, you forget how far you have already come. The mindset of "I will win" encourages you to look at your own path with kindness. Instead of asking why someone else is ahead, ask yourself whether you are becoming a little stronger than you were yesterday. That question brings your attention back to what you can control. Growth is not a race. It is a lifelong relationship with yourself. Every small improvement matters, even if nobody else sees it. Your success does not become smaller because someone else is successful too. There is enough space in the world for everyone to grow. Your only responsibility is to keep moving forward with courage and quiet determination. How do small daily choices change your life? They shape your future one simple moment at a time. People often imagine that life changes because of one big decision, but most lasting transformation comes from ordinary actions repeated consistently. The words you choose each morning, the way you respond to disappointment, and the habits you practice every day slowly become your character. The mindset of "I will win" is not built during one motivational moment. It is built through hundreds of quiet decisions that nobody applauds. Some days those decisions will feel easy. Other days they will require real effort. Still, every positive choice adds another small piece to the person you are becoming. When you miss a day or make a mistake, you do not need to believe everything is ruined. Simply begin again. Starting again is one of the strongest habits you can develop. Success does not belong to people who never struggle. It belongs to people who keep returning to their purpose with patience and hope. Small choices may seem unimportant today, but together they create a life that feels stronger, calmer, and more meaningful. Can you believe in yourself before you see results? Yes, and that may be one of the most important skills you will ever learn. Waiting for proof before believing often keeps people stuck. They tell themselves they will become confident after they succeed. They will feel proud after they achieve their goal. But confidence usually grows in the opposite direction. It begins with choosing belief first, then allowing your actions to support that belief. This does not mean ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It means trusting that your effort has value even before the outcome appears. The mindset of "I will win" asks you to stay committed during the quiet seasons when nothing seems to change. Those are often the moments when your character grows the most. Every time you continue practicing, learning, and improving without immediate rewards, you strengthen your resilience. One day, you will look back and realize that the person who refused to quit became the person who finally succeeded. Your belief was not empty hope. It was the foundation that made lasting progress possible. Why should you speak to yourself with kindness? Because the words you repeat every day become the environment where your mind lives. Imagine trying to grow a beautiful plant in poor soil. It would struggle no matter how much sunlight it received. Your thoughts work in a similar way. If your mind is filled with constant criticism, fear, and disappointment, it becomes much harder to grow into your best self. Kindness is not weakness. It is a powerful form of support that helps you continue during difficult moments. The mindset of "I will win" is not built by telling yourself that you must be perfect. It is built by reminding yourself that you are capable of learning, changing, and improving. When you make a mistake, speak with understanding instead of anger. When progress feels slow, encourage yourself instead of giving up. A gentle inner voice creates emotional strength because it allows you to recover more quickly from challenges. You become more willing to try again because failure no longer feels like the end. Over time, this quiet kindness becomes one of the strongest foundations for lasting confidence and meaningful success. What gives you strength during difficult times? It is the quiet decision to keep believing in yourself, even when life feels uncertain. Every person faces moments of disappointment, confusion, or fear. These moments are part of being human. They do not mean you are weak, and they do not mean your journey is over. The mindset of "I will win" becomes most valuable when life feels challenging, because that is when your inner voice matters the most. Instead of asking yourself why everything is difficult, gently remind yourself that difficult seasons do not last forever. Every challenge teaches patience, resilience, and wisdom if you are willing to learn from it. You may not control every situation, but you can always choose how you respond. One calm decision after another slowly changes your direction. Even if your progress feels small today, it is still moving you forward. Strength is not always loud or dramatic. Sometimes strength is simply waking up, trying again, and refusing to let one difficult day define your future. The more often you make that choice, the stronger your mindset becomes and the more confidence you build from within. Why is consistency more important than motivation? Because motivation comes and goes, but consistency keeps moving you forward. There will be mornings when you feel excited to work toward your goals. There will also be days when you feel tired, distracted, or unsure. If you only act when you feel motivated, your progress will stop whenever your emotions change. The mindset of "I will win" teaches something much more dependable. It reminds you to keep showing up, even when your feelings are not perfect. You do not have to do everything. You only need to do something that moves you in the right direction. A small step today is far more valuable than waiting for the perfect moment tomorrow. Every time you stay consistent, you strengthen your trust in yourself. You prove that your actions are guided by your values instead of your temporary emotions. Over weeks and months, those simple daily efforts create results that once seemed impossible. Motivation may begin the journey, but consistency quietly carries you across the finish line, one peaceful step after another. How can hope become a daily habit? It begins by choosing where you place your attention every single day. Your mind naturally notices problems because it wants to protect you. That is normal, but if you only focus on what is missing, you may forget everything that is already improving. Hope is not pretending that life has no difficulties. Hope is believing that tomorrow can become better because of the choices you make today. The mindset of "I will win" grows stronger when you practice noticing small signs of progress. Perhaps you stayed calmer during a difficult conversation. Perhaps you learned one new English expression. Perhaps you simply refused to quit after making a mistake. These moments matter because they remind you that change is already happening. Hope becomes a habit when you stop waiting for perfect conditions before believing in yourself. Instead, you allow each small success to encourage the next step. Over time, your attention slowly shifts from fear to possibility. That quiet change affects your thoughts, your decisions, and the way you see your future. Hope is not a reward for success. It is the beginning of success itself. What kind of person are you becoming? The answer is found in the choices you repeat, not in the words you say once in a while. Every day offers many small opportunities to become a little calmer, kinder, wiser, and stronger. These moments may seem ordinary, but together they shape your character. The mindset of "I will win" is not only about reaching goals. It is about becoming someone who faces life with courage, patience, and quiet confidence. There will always be reasons to doubt yourself, but there will also always be reasons to keep believing in your ability to grow. You are not expected to become perfect. You are simply invited to become a little better than yesterday. That gentle approach removes unnecessary pressure and creates space for steady improvement. The person you are becoming is built through your daily thoughts, your repeated habits, and your willingness to begin again after setbacks. Every time you choose growth instead of fear, you take another meaningful step toward the life you truly want. That journey is one of the greatest victories you can experience. What mindset can truly change your life? It is the quiet belief that no matter what happens, you will continue moving forward with hope and determination. The words "I will win" are not about defeating other people. They are a promise you make to yourself. They remind you that every setback can become a lesson, every challenge can build resilience, and every new day offers another chance to grow. You do not need to know exactly how everything will happen. You only need to believe that your consistent effort has meaning. Speak to yourself with kindness. Celebrate small victories. Learn from mistakes without allowing them to define you. Trust that your progress is happening, even when it feels slow. The strongest mindset is not created in one exciting moment. It is built quietly through daily choices that reflect courage, patience, and self-compassion. As we finish today's episode, I hope you carry one simple thought with you. Every morning, when a new day begins, gently remind yourself, I will keep learning, I will keep growing, I will keep believing, and no matter how long the journey takes, I will win. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Until next time, take care of yourself, keep practicing your English, and remember that every small step you take is already leading you toward a brighter future.